My name is Mukund Deshpande, and I work nowadays for rehab in Pune, named Manusakti. We deal with basically addict people. The idea is that the addict person should be admitted into our rehab, and we make him all right and then release him. Now, during this process, we come across certain things where families more or less not aware of the, I can say, the process of his purification and how the man can be brought to a normal level. Especially when the ladies talk among themselves, they try to avoid this subject that the husband is addict, and they don't try to mix with the other ladies also or other functions also. They don't go to any social works. When the man is already admitted in the rehab, they should not be afraid to say that he will come all right. Instead of that, they try to hide that he is in the rehab. That is not good. The reason being, you are doing a good work for your husband. What is wrong in telling that I am doing this for my husband? Absolutely not required. Now what happens? Suppose a lady asks something, and the other lady says, "Your husband, I saw your husband walking zigzag on the road 3 days back, 4 days back, 1 week back." This lady always tries to give some false reasons. Yes, yes, sometimes she rings because nowadays there is a lot of workload in his office and all these things. She need not give such explanation at all because the other lady is not interested in that. You can even suggest that I'm trying to find out, I'm trying to locate some good rehab where his habit can be corrected. And this way, you are helping yourself. You may get some good suggestions from others, maybe, or at least you can stabilize yourself by telling this thing to others. One thing, like a child sometimes is very adamant and not prepared to study, not studying well, and all these things. The mother gets hard to him. Teaching an adult is just like teaching a child. Reason being, all the time that gentleman who is an addict, he is thinking of the addictive substance and the abuse of addictive substance only. So half the brain or more than half the brain is always engaged in that. And he is not in a position to think very clearly. In such case, that lady should take initiative and help him, taking taking him out of the addiction by so many whatever means available. Now one thing happens. Suppose, first of all, it starts from how to select a rehab. Whether you have got a good psychiatrist, whether the counselors and the other staff is experienced, how many patients are passed out from here, what is the percentage of recovery, all such things. And then only you should admit a patient to that particular rehab. After admission in the rehab, generally for the first few weeks, he is not allowed to see the wife and other people in the house. Reason being, he is mentally not stable. Now, what happens when he is mentally not stable, and you try to, especially what happens, people like mother or sister or even wife, she tries to insist. So many people, so many addict people, relative ladies, they come to me and they always try to press me. नहीं हमको उसको देखना ही है. I want to see him just now. It is long, more than a week or more than 10 days that I have not seen my boy or my husband, and I must see him. Now what happens? We must understand. This is disrupting whole the process of recovery. Recovery doesn't mean only taking medicines. It is only a part of our total process. The behavioral science which we use, by treating the addict is more important than only taking medicines. Otherwise, what is the use of keeping the man over here? You can sit at home and go on giving the tablets. Does it help? Why so many rehabs are working and still full? Because it is the lifestyle which we are teaching, and the lifestyle through which he is expected to go after the discharge is more important than only taking the medicines. In this case, what happens? When we say that we are very sorry, it is not even a month past and we cannot allow you to see your husband. Sometimes during the family meeting, there are some funny issues which arise. My man or my child is not getting proper food, or he has got a habit of taking non-veg both the times in a day. Now, there is one thing, what was your purpose of keeping him over here? You want the result. What is the result? Is it that eating good food is the result? Then there is a hotel just in front of our rehab. You can admit there only. What is the use of why coming to rehab? So such issues should be totally sidelined, and they must, whenever they meet or whenever they even telephone us, they should ask this question should be, how is his mental status now? Instead of how much weight he has gained, he doesn't look that good, and he is not very sincere in the efforts. All these things we know. Instead of that, like you treat your own child, maybe with a little force, going against your will, going against his will also. While sending the child to school, what happens? A young child of 3-year-old, 4-year-old, he is not prepared to go to school. He says, no, I don't want to go to school. Naturally, he doesn't want to go to school because those environments are different. Exactly the same thing comes here. The environments are different. In the house, that fellow is the king. After coming over here, he is one of the crowd, I can say. And he has to obey the rules which are bound by the rehab. Every rehab goes through different rules. Now, in this case, when they ask the questions to us, this main question is that he likes this, he likes that, he is of this type, he is of that type. All these things do not carry any meaning. In fact, I should say that whenever his all likings are fulfilled, that can be one of the possible reasons of his going towards addiction. A man goes out, a boy goes out, a 20-year-old boy goes out at 7 o'clock in the evening and comes at 2 o'clock in the night, and you don't ask any question to him. He asks for, suppose a rich family is there, he asks for 500 rupees pocket money, you give 1,000 rupees. You don't ask why, what he has done. Actually, what he has done is that he has spent whole money on drugs. So this type of behavior should not be there, especially when you have already taken the decision of admitting him to the rehab. You are bound by the rules of rehab, one. And secondly, your own behavior should be supporting to the rehab, means supporting to the addict. Every person, see, there are three parties over here. One is the addict himself, another is the parents or wife or family members, and third is the rehab. The purpose of his keeping over here is to get him out of addiction, which perhaps, and many a time, the patient is not willing, because he is already in the habit since so many years. So a little stronger view in this matter is required. So the members of the family should always say, this is a 3-month course given by the rehab, and you have to somehow complete that 3-month course. Don't tell me this is good, this is bad. There are another 30, 35, 40 patients. Everybody is doing it, and they are definitely going to have a good record, good results and all these things. So what is so special? Why you don't feel? So if you ask such questions, and you must support his well-being, otherwise means accepting for his choice. His choices are not taken care of. He is going as per the regular routine, and then he has to recover himself. He gets recovered. That is our experience. So whenever we say something of this kind, I do not know whether the ladies accept it or not. Especially ladies, I am always saying, because they are the one emotionally blackmailing. It is a typical word used for addicts. Emotional blackmailing. If you don't do this, I will hang myself. If you don't do that, I will do by this thing. I will jump from here. All those things. And then the man gets, suppose the man after 3 months or 4 months, the man is out of the rehab. After few days, you appear that he has again started the addiction again. That is because during his treatment period, your support was not positive. What you feel that I am providing all what is necessary, you are not doing correct. Your support should be to his mental state, and his mental state is judged by the counselors and the psychiatric people who are working on him. The psychiatrist is the main person, clinical psychologist is the another person, ward in charge is third person, and we as managers, we are four people.
Right.
So such type of videos we will be publishing again and again. Repeatedly we will give you some information, because we also want getting feedback from you, and you can have some questions again after listening to this. You will have some questions again in your mind. So you can always contact us on our website. We have got 24/7 telephone numbers. Even at night, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you can just wake us up and ask some questions. We will be very happy to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.